come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. I try to carry everything on my own, but my heart grew heavy, tired to the bone. Then I felt his hands reach out in the dark, holding what I couldn't, mending what broke apart. I was walking through life like I had it all together, smiling through the storm, acting like I could weather every single blow that the world threw my way. But inside I was crumbling a little more each day, yeah. Carrying guilt from mistakes I made years ago, shame from the secrets that nobody else could know, fear of the future, anxiety about tomorrow, drowning in a sea of unprocessed sorrow. My heart was a backpack filled with bricks and stones, every trauma, every loss, every broken bone. I convinced myself that strength meant never letting go, that asking for help was weakness I couldn't show. So I carried depression like it was my identity, wore exhaustion like a badge, said this is just me. But I was dying inside, barely holding on to Jesus whispered, son, you don't have to be this strong. When I finally let it fall, when I couldn't stand anymore, his hands were there to catch it all, well, my heart was too tired to carry before. Jesus held what my heart was too tired to carry anymore. Every burden, every weight I've been dragging across the floor, he took the shame, the pain, the fear I couldn't release, and gave me something I've forgotten. He gave me peace. I don't have to be strong when his strength lives in me. Jesus held what my heart was too tired to carry anymore. And finally I'm free, yeah. 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast your anxiety on him because he cares. That's his priority, not our performance, not our ability to cope, but our willingness to surrender and let him give us hope. I remember the night I broke down completely on my bedroom floor crying out, God, please meet me. Where I am right now, I can't do this alone. Take this weight from my chest, carry me home. Something shifted in the atmosphere that night, felt the presence so real, like arms holding me tight. Didn't hear an audible voice, but I knew he was there, taking every burden that I've been too afraid to share. The anxiety that kept me up to 3 a.m., the depression that whispered I'd never win again, the trauma from my past that I tried to suppress, he took it all and gave me his rest. Now I'm learning what it means to let God be God, to stop trying to control and trust his sovereign mind. When he says I got this, you can let it go, and walk in the freedom that only he can bestow. My heart's still healing, it's a process, not a moment, but I'm lighter than I've been, and that's my true opponent. Not the weight itself, but my refusal to release. Jesus held what I couldn't and gave me his peace. Isaiah 46:4. Even to your old age I'll carry you. I made you and I'll sustain you. That's what he'll do. When we're too tired to take another step forward, he's the strength beneath us, he's our great reward. Psalm 68:19, he bears our burdens daily. Not occasionally, not when we pray mainly, but every single day, every single hour, he's carrying what's too heavy for our power. Jesus held what my heart was too tired to carry anymore. Every burden, every weight I've been dragging across the floor, he took the shame, the pain, the fear I couldn't release, and gave me something I've forgotten. He gave me peace. I don't have to be strong when his strength lives in me. Jesus held what my heart was too tired to carry anymore. And finally I'm free. He held it all, every single piece, the trauma, he gave me relief. No more carrying what was crushing my soul. Jesus took the weight and he made me whole. So if you're reading this and your heart is heavy tonight, if you're carrying burdens that don't feel right, know that Jesus is waiting with open arms extended to hold what you can, to heal what's been rent. You don't have to carry it one more day. You don't have to pretend that you're okay. Just bring it to the cross and leave it there. He's been waiting to carry what you can no longer bear. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Let it go.
He's got you.
Rest in him.
Finally free. Be still
and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. I search for peace in every place except the quiet. Try to find rest in the noise and the riot, but in the stillness where I fear to go, He met me there and let His presence flow. Yeah, I was walking through life like I had it all together, smiling through the storm, acting like I could weather every single blow that the world threw my way. But inside I was crumbling a little more each day, carrying guilt from mistakes I made years ago, shame from the secrets that nobody else can know, fear of the future, anxiety about tomorrow, drowning in a sea of unprocessed sorrow. My heart was a backpack filled with bricks and stones, every trauma, every loss, every broken bone. I convinced myself that strength meant never letting go, that asking for help was weakness I couldn't show. So I carried depression like it was my identity, wore exhaustion like a badge, said this is just me. But I was dying inside, barely holding on to Jesus whispered, son, you don't have to be this strong. When I finally let it fall, when I couldn't stand anymore, His hands were there to catch it all. What my heart was too tired to carry before. Jesus help. When my heart was too tired to carry anymore, every burden, every weight I've been dragging across the floor, He took the shame, the pain, the fear I couldn't release, and gave me something I've forgotten. He gave me peace. I don't have to be strong when His strength lives in me. Jesus held when my heart was too tired to carry anymore, and finally I'm free. Yeah. 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast your anxiety on Him because He cares. That's His priority, not our performance, not our ability to cope, but our willingness to surrender and let Him give us hope. I remember the night I broke down completely, on my bedroom floor crying out, God please meet me where I am right now. I can't do this alone, take this weight from my chest, carry me home. And something shifted in the atmosphere that night, felt the presence so real, like arms holding me tight. Didn't hear an audible voice, but I knew He was there, taking every burden that I've been too afraid to share. The anxiety that kept me up to 3 a.m., the depression that whispered I never win again, the trauma from my past that I tried to suppress. He took it all and gave me His rest. Now I'm learning what it means to let God be God, to stop trying to control and trust His sovereign. Now when He says I got this, you can let it go and walk in the freedom that only He can bestow. My heart's still healing, it's a process, not a moment, but I'm lighter than I've been, and that's my true opponent, not the weight itself, but my refusal to release. Jesus held what I couldn't and gave me His peace. Isaiah 46:4. Even to your old age I'll carry you. I made you and I'll sustain you. That's what He'll do when we're too tired to take another step forward. He's the strength beneath us. He's our great reward. Psalm 68:19, He bears our burdens daily, not occasionally, not when we pray mainly, but every single day, every single hour He's carrying what's too heavy for our power that's telling. When my heart was too tired to carry anymore, every burden, every weight I've been dragging across the floor, He took the shame, the pain, the fear I couldn't release, and gave me something I forgot. He gave me peace. I don't have to be strong when His strength lives in me. Jesus held when my heart was too tired to carry anymore, and finally I'm free.
He held it all.
Every single piece,
The trauma.
He gave me release.
No more carrying what was crushing my soul.
Hey.
Jesus took the weight and He made me whole.
So if you're reading this and your heart is heavy tonight, if you're carrying burdens that don't feel right, know that Jesus is waiting with open arms extended to hold what you can, to heal what's been rendered. You don't have to carry it one more day. You don't have to pretend that you're okay. Just bring it to the cross and leave it there. He's been waiting to carry what you can no longer bear. Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you. Let it go. He's got you. Rest in Him.
finally free.
He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds.
Psalm 14:7 didn't collapse with thunder or a violent crash, just slowly crumbled like sand through my grasp. But in the ruins where I thought I'd die alone, he knelt beside me and began to make me whole.
Yeah. Nobody saw it happening, not even me at first. Just little cracks forming a quiet internal burst of everything I built. Everything I thought was solid ground turned out to be quicksand when the pressure came around. My faith felt distant, prayers felt like empty words. Relationships were breaking without any shouting heard. Just silence growing louder, distance growing wide. And I was falling apart, but kept it all inside. Thought if I admitted I was broken, they'd walk away. So I perform my normal while inside I decay. But Jesus sees what's hidden, he knows the secret pain. Isaiah 42:3 says he won't break a bruise reed again or snuff a smoldering wick. He's gentle with the weak, and when I couldn't speak, his spirit interceded deep. Romans 8:26, groans too deep for words. He was praying for me when my own prayers felt absurd. When I was shattered in pieces, too broken to repair, he didn't rush the healing, he met me with such care. When everything fell apart quietly, Jesus rebuilt me gently. Piece by piece, with patience, he restored what I couldn't understand. Not overnight, but day by day, and in the softest, most loving way. When everything fell apart quietly, Jesus rebuild me gently. He didn't condemn me for falling, didn't shame my broken state. Just sat with me in the rubble like Lamentations 3:30 through stays. Though he brings grief, he shows compassion too. According to his unfailing love, that's what he'll do. Started rebuilding me from the foundation up. Not with force or pressure, but with a gentle touch. Showed me that my identity wasn't in what I achieved, but in being his beloved, that's what I received. Each morning new mercies, Lamentations 3:23. Great is his faithfulness, he's been faithful to me. Through therapy sessions where I finally faced the truth. Through quiet mornings, reading scripture, reclaiming my youth. In him, not in the brokenness that defined me for years. He wiped away shame along with all my tears. And slowly, so gently, I started feeling whole. Not because I fixed myself, but he restored my soul. Nehemiah rebuilt walls in 52 days, but God rebuilds hearts in his perfect ways. Not rushed, not forced, with gentleness and grace. He's the master builder working at his pace. Ezekiel 36:26, a new heart he gives. Takes out the stone, gives flesh so we can live. Not in our own strength, but by his spirit's power. He's been rebuilding me every single hour. When everything fell apart quietly, Jesus rebuilt me gently. Piece by piece, with patience, he restored what I couldn't understand. Not overnight, but day by day, yeah, in the softest, most loving way. When everything fell apart quietly, Jesus rebuild me gently. He's still rebuilding, still restoring, still working while I'm sleeping, while I'm waking every morning. His gentle hands are shaping, molding, making new the person I'm becoming, all because of you. If you're in pieces tonight, scattered on the floor, know that Jesus specializes in what others can't restore. He's gentle with the broken, patient with the weak. He'll rebuild you slowly, just let him speak.
Into your brokenness, into your pain, he'll make you whole again.
Again, 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 again.
Not with force,
but with the gentlest
touch.
That's how you'll know it's him.
He loves you that much.
The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18.
Piece by piece, day by day,
He's rebuilding you in the gentlest way.
The Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. Romans 8:26.
There were needs I couldn't name, hurts I couldn't speak, but somehow you knew exactly what I'd seek. Before my lips could form the words I understand, you were already answering with your sovereign hand. Yeah, I didn't know what I needed, just knew something was wrong. Felt empty but couldn't pinpoint where I didn't belong. Prayed generic prayers like, God just bless my life, but couldn't articulate the source of my internal strife. I was asking for success when I needed healing first, praying for promotion when my soul was dying of thirst, begging for relationship when I need to be whole, requesting out of blessings while ignoring my broken soul. But God saw past my service prayers to my deeper needs. Psalm 39 says he know my thoughts before I speak. He knew what I was really asking underneath the words. Across my heart was making that my mouth never heard. So he didn't give me what I asked, he gave me what I lacked. Didn't answer my request, he addressed the real attack on my peace, my joy, my identity. Enemy answered prayers I didn't pray and brought healing from within. When I couldn't find the words, when I didn't understand, he heard my heart's true prayer and answered with his name. Jesus answered the prayers I didn't know how to pray. Saw my deepest needs when I couldn't find the words to say. He gave me what I needed, not what I thought I wanted. And now I see his wisdom and how he responded. When I was lost and confused, crying out in the dark, he heard the prayer beneath my prayer and spoke to my heart. Jesus answered the prayers I didn't know how to pray, and I'm grateful he knows me better than I know myself today. Yeah, looking back now I see his fingerprints on everything. The closed door that hurt but led to better things. The delays that frustrated but were divine protection. The unanswered prayers that were actually redirection. I pray for healing of my body, heal my mind first. I pray for financial breakthrough, he broke the money curse that had me thinking what was all my emptiness inside. He knew I needed him, not just a comfort ride. Jeremiah 29:11 plans to prosper now home, but his prosperity looks different, it's wrapped in his calm. Not always material, sometimes it's spiritual peace. Not always addiction, sometimes it's divine relief. From things I thought I needed but were really holding me back. From people I was clinging to who were poison, not a pain. He answered prayers, my spirit prayed when my mind was confused. Romans 8:27, he knows the mind of the spirit of you. Before I called, Isaiah 65:24, he was already answering, opening the door to blessings I didn't know to ask for, grace I couldn't see. He was working in the background, orchestrating for me. Ephesians 3:20, abundantly above all I could ask or imagine, that's his love. He doesn't just answer prayers, he exceeds them completely, giving me what I truly need, perfectly and sweetly. Yeah, Jesus answered the prayers I didn't know how to pray. Saw my deepest needs when I couldn't find the words to say. He gave me what I needed, not what I thought I wanted. And now I see his wisdom and how he responded. When I was lost and confused, crying out in the dark, he heard the prayer beneath my prayer and spoke to my heart. Jesus answered the prayers I didn't know how to pray, and I'm grateful he knows me better than I know myself today. Yeah. He knows what I need before I ask. He sees what I can't see, removes the mask. His answers are better than my requests could ever be, because he loves me more than I could love me. So if your prayers feel messy, if you don't know what to say, know that God hears the groans that words can't convey. He's not looking for eloquence or perfect theology. He's listening to your heart and responding with his decree. Trust him with the answers, even when they don't make sense. His wisdom is far greater than our limited suspense. He's answering prayers you haven't prayed yet today, working all things together in his perfect way. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or we know, he hears, he answers better than we could ever ask. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: While we were still sinners, Christ died for us, Romans 5:8. I thought I lost the ability to feel loved or to love, but He was already restoring what I was unaware of. Before I could articulate the emptiness inside, He was filling it with grace, with His arms open wide. Yeah, I convinced myself that I was broken beyond repair, that love was something meant for others, not for me to share. Trauma from my past built walls around my heart, said never again the vulnerability from the start. Told myself I didn't need affection or connection deep, that independence was strength, emotions I should keep locked away where no one could touch or see. But isolation became a prison that was killing me. I forgot what it felt like to be genuinely known, to let someone see the real me, not just what I shown. Lost the capacity to trust, to hope, to feel, convinced that love was a concept that was no longer real. For someone like me, who'd been hurt too many times, built defenses so I couldn't see the signs that God was working behind my walls, beneath my guard, restoring my ability to love before I knew my heart was scarred. I didn't even know what I lost, didn't know the cause, but He was already healing what I thought was gone for good. The love I thought I lost, He restored before I even asked. He was healing wounds I didn't know existed in my past, softening a heart I thought had turned to stone, teaching me to love again though I resigned to be alone. He didn't wait for me to pray, didn't wait for me to see. He was already restoring the love inside of me. The love I thought I lost, He restored before I even asked. And now I'm whole again at last. Joe 125 says He restores the years the locusts ate. All the time I thought was wasted, all the love I thought came too late. He was redeeming every moment, every tear I cried alone, every night I felt abandoned. He was making me His own. 1 John 4:19, we love because He first loved us. I couldn't manufacture love, it had to come from trust in the God who never left me even when I pushed Him away, who pursued me in my brokenness, who fought for me to stay connected to the source of love, not trying to create it. He showed me love isn't earned, it's something He'll just state it. It's fact, it's truth, as reality that can't be shaken. His love for me wasn't dependent on mistakes I taken, and as I received His love, something shifted in my chest. The walls came down slowly, I could finally rest in being fully known and fully loved despite it all. And from that overflow, I learned to love to stand tall. Hosea married Gomer though she was unfaithful. That's the kind of love God is, relentless and graceful. He doesn't wait for us to get it right, He loves us in our darkness, brings us to His light. Ezekiel 36:26, He gave me a new heart, removed the stone, gave flesh a brand new start. Not because I asked for it, I didn't even know, but His prevenient grace was already starting to flow. The love I thought I lost, He restored before I even asked. He was healing wounds I didn't know existed in my past, softening a heart I thought had turned to stone, teaching me to love again though I resigned to be alone. He didn't wait for me to pray, didn't wait for me to see. He was already restoring the love inside of me. The love I thought I lost, He restored before I even asked. And now I'm whole again at last. He restored what was stolen, what was broken, what was lost, paid the ultimate price, bore the ultimate cost. Now I can love freely, now I can trust again because His love restored me from within. If you've lost the ability to love, I feel love today. Know that God is already working in a sovereign way, to restore what you thought was gone forever. His love is stronger than your pain, He's the ultimate treasure. You don't have to beg Him, don't have to earn His care. He's already moving, already aware of every wound, every wall, every defense you made. And His love is breaking through like light through the shade. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. 1 John 3:1. Already restoring, already healing. His love never stops, always revealing.
Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise Him, my Savior and my God. Psalm 42:11.
I reached a place where hope felt like a stranger, where tomorrow world was just another day of danger. But in that darkness where I'd given up the fight, Jesus showed up with a different kind of light. Yeah, I've been let down so many times before that hope became a risk I couldn't afford anymore. Every time I dared to believe things would get better, life proved me wrong, left me wetter in the weather of disappointment, broken promises and pain. So I stopped hoping, cause I couldn't take the strain of getting my expectations up just to watch them fall. Decided it was safer to expect nothing at all. I was numb, going through motion like a ghost, not living, just existing, barely holding my post. People said stay positive, but they didn't understand. When hope stops showing up, you can't just take a stand and summon it back with affirmations and good vibes. Sometimes you hit rock bottom despite how hard you try, and that's where I was, hopeless and alone, when Jesus met me in that place I'd never shown. When hope abandoned me, when I had nothing left, that's when He showed up in my hopelessness. Jesus met me in the place where my hope had stopped showing up, when I given up on giving up when I was done. He didn't offer empty promises or cliches from afar. He sat with me in the darkness and showed me who you are. The God who meets us in our hopelessness and stays, the one who doesn't leave when hope walks away. Jesus met me in the place where my hope had stopped showing up, and became my hope Himself when I had none. Yeah. Lamentations 3:21-23, this I call to mind. Therefore I have hope, His compassions never die. They're new every morning, great is His faithfulness still. Even when I couldn't feel it, even against my will, to believe anything good could come from this mess. He was faithful, working purpose in my distress, not causing it but using it to reveal Himself as the only hope that matters. Better than wealth, than health, than circumstances, than anything I lost. He became my anchor when I was tempest tossed. Romans 5:5, hope doesn't put us to shame, because God's love is poured out, that's His name. The one who never disappoints, never breaks His word. Even when earthly hopes fail, His voice is heard in the silence, in the waiting, in the darkest night. He's the hope that doesn't leave, He's the faithful light. Hebrews 6:19, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, helping us to cope. Not in wishful thinking or positive vibes alone, but in the character of God who sits on the throne. When Job lost everything, hope seemed dead, but God restored double what he'd fled. When Hannah wept for years, barren and in pain, God gave her Samuel. Hope came like rain in the valley of dry bones. Ezekiel saw God breathe life where there was none at all. That's what He does in places where hope has died. He resurrects, He restores, He's the hope it's in. Jesus met me in the place where my hope had stopped showing up, when I given up on giving up when I was done. He didn't offer empty promises or cliches from afar. He sat with me in the darkness and showed me who you are. The God who meets us in our hopelessness and stays, the one who doesn't leave when hope walks away. Jesus met me in the place where my hope had stopped showing up, and became my hope Himself when I had none. Circumstances, not outcomes, but Jesus Himself, the faithful one who comes to the places where we've lost all expectation, and becomes our living hope, our salvation. So if you're in that place tonight where hope feels dead, where you can't see tomorrow, can't get out of bed, know that Jesus specializes in resurrection, and breathing life into our deepest dejections. Doesn't need your hope to be strong or alive. He becomes your hope, He helps you survive, and eventually thrive in ways you can't see now. But trust that He's faithful, He'll show you how. With all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. He is hope, and hope is strength.
The Lord is with me, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortal do to me? I spent years running from the fears I couldn't name, hiding in the shadows, living bound by shame. But the day I stopped running and turned to face the fight, I realized I wasn't alone. He was standing by my side. Yeah, I had fears I never spoke out loud. Kept them locked inside beneath the confidence shroud. Fear of failure, fear of what people would say. Fear that I'm not enough, that I'll never be okay. Fear of abandonment, of being left alone. Fear of vulnerability, of letting myself be known. Fear of the future, of things I couldn't control. Fear was my constant companion, eating at my soul. But I played it cool, acted like I had it all together. Smiled through the storm while inside I was under pressure. Nobody knew the panic attacks at 3 a.m. The racing thoughts, the what ifs, again and again. I tried to manage it alone, tried to be strong, but fear kept growing louder like a deafening song. Until I couldn't hide it anymore, couldn't pretend. And I cried out to God, I need you to defend. When I finally stopped hiding, when I let him see, he didn't turn away. He faced it all with me. Every fear I tried to hide, he faced it with me. Didn't leave me to fight alone, set my spirit free. He walked into the darkness where I was afraid to go, and showed me that his presence is all I need to know. I'm not abandoning my fear, I'm not fighting on my own. Every battle that I face, I face it with a throne. Every fear I tried to hide, he faced it with me. And in his perfect love, fear is lost his victory. 2 Timothy 1:7, God didn't give us fear, but power, love, and a sound mind, that's what's clear. When I brought my fears into his light, they lost their power, couldn't survive the sight of a God who's bigger than my worst case scenario, who's faithful even when my faith is barely there, you know. He didn't condemn me for being afraid, just held my hand and said, I've already paid the price for your peace, the cost of your freedom. Now walk with me through every fear you're feeling. And we started facing them one by one. The fear of failure met with his well done. Not for perfection, but for trying, for showing up, for trusting him to fill my empty cup. Fear of rejection met with his acceptance complete. Fear of the future met with his mercies that repeat. Isaiah 41:10, do not fear, for I am with you, I am near. Do not be dismayed, I'm your God. I'll strengthen you, help you, uphold you with my rod. David faced Goliath with God by his side. Moses faced Pharaoh with God as his guide. Joshua faced Jericho, Gideon faced armies strong. When God is with you, you can't go wrong. Not because you're fearless, but because he's there. Not because you're brave, but because he cares. Enough to face every giant, every battle, every night. Standing right beside you, being your light. I tried to hide, he faced it with me. Didn't leave me to fight alone, set my spirit free. He walked into the darkness where I was afraid to go, and showed me that his presence is all I need to know. I'm not abandoning my fear, I'm not fighting on my own. Every battle that I face it with a throne. Every fear I try to hide, he faced it with me. And in his perfect love, fear has lost its victory. He's with me in the fire, yeah, with me in the storm. His perfect love casts out fear, keeps me warm. No giant too tall, no valley too deep. He's facing it all while I rest in his keep. So if you're hiding fears tonight, thinking you're alone, know that Jesus is waiting to make them known. Not to shame you, but to face them by your side, to walk you through the valley where you used to hide. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward still, knowing that God is with you, trusting in his will. You don't have to be fearless, just faithful and true. He'll face every fear with you, that's what he'll do. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, Psalm 23. He's with you. Every step, facing fears, no regrets. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. I had nothing left to give, no strength to take one more step, but somehow I kept moving, kept rising from the depths. Not by my power, not by my will or might, but by His mercy that became my fight. Yeah, I hit empty, tank on E, couldn't go no more. Every muscle in my body aching, heart was sore. Life had beaten me down, I had no fight left in me. Tried to stand but kept falling, couldn't break free. From the exhaustion, from the weight of it all. Every attempt to ride just led to another fall, and I was done, ready to quit, to lay down and stay. But something kept me moving in a supernatural way. It wasn't motivation, wasn't willpower or grind. It was mercy, undeserved grace that I couldn't find. In myself I found in Him, flowing like a stream, lifting me when I was too weak to even dream of getting through the day, of facing one more trial. But His mercy carried me every single mile. Not because I was strong or had it all together, but because His compassion is new every morning and forever. When I had nothing left, when I couldn't take a breath, His mercy moved for me when I couldn't move myself. When my strength was gone, His mercy became my movement. Carried me forward when I had no improvement. Not by my power, but by His grace alone. He became my legs when I couldn't walk home. Every step I take is mercy, every breath is grace. Not because I'm worthy, but He loves me face to face. When my strength was gone, His mercy became my movement, and now I'm standing strong through His divine recruitment. Lamentation 22, His mercies never cease. Yeah. New every morning, bringing daily peace. Not because of what I do or who I am, but because of His character, because of the Lamb who died so I could live. Not in my strength, but in His. Going to any length to see me through, to carry me home when I'm too tired to take another step alone. Isaiah 40:29. He gives strength to the weary, power to the weak when the vision's getting blurry. Not asking me to manufacture what I don't possess, but offering His strength in my complete distress. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things, not in my ability, but in what His mercy brings. Through Christ who strengthens me when I'm at my end. His mercy becomes the movement that helps me transcend. Zechariah 4:6. Not by might nor power, but by His Spirit moving in my darkest hour. When I'm depleted, when I'm empty, when I'm dry, His mercy floods in like rivers from the sky. Moses was exhausted, leading Israel through. Aaron and Hur held his hands, that's what mercy will do. Support you when you can't support yourself anymore. Carry you when you're too weak to walk through the door. Elijah ran from Jezebel and wanted to die, but God sent an angel with food and didn't ask why. He was so weak, just met him where he was. That's what mercy does. That's what mercy does. When my strength was gone, His mercy became my movement. Carried me forward when I had no improvement. Not by my power, but by His grace alone. He became my legs when I couldn't walk home. Every step I take is mercy, every breath is grace. Not because I'm worthy, but He loves me face to face. When my strength was gone, His mercy became my movement, and now I'm standing strong through His divine recruitment. His mercy moves me, His grace sustains. When I'm too weak, He breaks these chains. Not by my strength, but His power is displayed. In my weakness, His glory's portrayed. Mercy became my movement, grace became my song. In His strength alone, I'm standing strong. So if you're running on empty tonight, can't go on, know that His mercy is your strength from dusk to dawn. You don't have to muster a power you don't have. Just lean into His grace and let Him pave the path. Every step you take, tomorrow is mercy in motion. Every breath you breathe is grace like an ocean washing over you, carrying you through. His mercy became your movement, that's what He'll do. It is because of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. Because His compassions fade our limitations, but came through to
days, in His strength, I remain.
You will know the truth, yeah, and the truth will set you free.
John 8:32.
Yeah. There was a lie I believed that nearly took my life. A thought so dark it cut deeper than a knife. But Jesus took that broken place inside my mind and replaced the lie with truth that redefined. Yeah, mental health is real, it's not just in your head. I mean it is, but that don't make it less than what I said. The thoughts that tried to kill me felt so real, so true, telling me I'm worthless, that the world's better without you. Depression painted pictures of a hopeless tomorrow. Anxiety convinced me I'd always live in sorrow. And the thought that broke me was believing I was too far gone, that God gave up on me, that I didn't belong in His kingdom, in His family, in His grace. That my mistakes disqualified me from His embrace. So I spiraled deeper into that mental cage, trapped by thoughts that felt like weapons on a stage, performing the dark show inside my brain, telling me that freedom was a distant, impossible plane. But Romans 12:2 says be transformed by renewing your mind. And that's exactly what God started doing. When the lie was loudest, when I couldn't see, His truth broke through and set my mind free. Jesus turned the thought that broke me into the truth that saved me. Replaced the lies with His word and now they can't enslave me. Every negative thought, every dark suggestion, He countered with His truth, His perfect direction. Not defined by my struggles or my mental state, I'm defined by His love and that's worth the wait. Jesus turned the thought that broke me to the truth that saved me. And now I'm walking in the freedom that is true.
Yeah. 2 Corinthians 10:5, take every thought captive, make it obedient to Christ. That's how we're active in the battle for our minds, a spiritual warfare, not against flesh and blood, but powers in the air. Ephesians 6 says, put on the full armor. The helmet of salvation protects against the horror of thoughts that try to convince us we're abandoned, when the truth is we're beloved, held in His hand, and never alone, never forgotten, never too far, to be reached by His grace, to be loved as we are. The thought that broke me said, you're beyond repair. The truth that saved me said, my son already paid the fare. For your healing, for your freedom, for your peace of mind. You're not defined by your struggles, you're mine, you're mine. And that truth started rewiring my brain, teaching me to recognize the lies and refrain. Philippians 4:8, think on these things. Whatever's true, noble, right, pure, lovely, brings life to your mind, peace to your soul. It's not toxic positivity, it's taking back control from the enemy who wants to destroy your mind with lies, but God deploys His word like a sword, cutting through every lie, every stronghold, making all things new. Psalm 39, you're fearfully, wonderfully made. Not a mistake, not an accident, don't be afraid of what the thoughts say. Listen to what God declares. You're His masterpiece, crafted with infinite care. Turn the thought that broke me into the truth that saved me. Replace the lies with His word and now they can't enslave me. Every negative thought, every dark suggestion, He countered with His truth, perfect direction. Not defined by my struggles or my mental state, I'm defined by His love and that's worth the wait. Jesus turned the thought that broke me to the truth that saved me. And now I'm walking in the freedom that His truth gave me. Truth over lies, His word over mine, taking every thought captive, drawing the line. I'm beloved, I'm chosen, I'm His own. The truth set me free, now His love is shown. If you're battling thoughts that tell you you're not enough, that whisper you're too broken and life's too rough, know that Jesus specializes in renewing minds and replacing lies with truth and helping you find your identity in Him, not in your mental state. You're more than your struggles, you're never too late. For His grace, for His healing, for His transforming power, He can change your thoughts in this very hour. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, Romans 12:2.
Oh, truth sets free, His word brings life, thoughts transform, mind renewed right. He heals the broken heart and binds up their wounds. Psalm 14:7-3. There were pains I hid so deep, I forgot they were there, buried beneath years of pretending I didn't care. But Jesus saw what I tried to hide from everyone and healed me gently, slowly, till the healing was done. Yeah, I learned to bury her like it was second nature. Smile through the pain, act like nothing could break or shake me from the person I pretended to be. But underneath the surface I was drowning in debris of unprocessed trauma from way back when. Childhood wounds I never dealt with, tried to just transcend by ignoring them and moving on like I was okay. But buried pain don't disappear, it just decays. Underground poison in everything it touches, affecting how I love, how I trust, how much is too much to let someone in, how quickly I run when things get real, when intimacy's begun. I didn't even know I was broken in those places, just thought that's how I was. Accepted these traces of her, his personality is just the way I'm wired, until Jesus started digging where the pain was buried and expired. He didn't force the healing, didn't rush me through the pain, just walk with me gently, teaching me to trust again. He found the hurt I buried deep and he healed it without rushing me. Didn't the man I get over it or move on immediately, just sat with me in the places where I was afraid to go and love me through the process, healing nice and slow. Not quick fixes or band-aids on wounds that needed time, but patient, gentle restoration, layer by layer, line by line. He found the hurt I buried deep and he healed without rushing me. And now I'm whole in ways I never thought I'd be. Psalm 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted, not forcing them to heal before they're ready to get started. On a journey towards wholeness that takes time and trust. He's not in a hurry, he's patient, he's just in his timing, in his methods, in his gentle way of bringing hidden pain into the light of day. Not to shame me, but to heal me, not to expose, but to restore everything the enemy has stolen, so much more. Isaiah 61, he came to heal the brokenhearted, to bind the wounds that for too long I've been guarded. By walls I built thinking I was protecting myself, but really I was isolating, damaging my mental health. He showed me it's okay to feel, to grieve, to cry, that healing isn't linear, that some days I'll just survive and that's enough. That's progress, that's moving forward still. His grace is patient with my pace, working his will. Luke 10, the good Samaritan didn't rush, the wounded man's recovery didn't push him to be healed, instantly took him to the end. Said take care of him, that's where healing begins. With patience, with compassion, with time to rest. Not pressure to perform or to pass some tests. A spiritual maturity, a strength we don't possess. He heals us in his timeline, not in our distress. James 5:16, confess your wounds to each other. Pray for one another, lean on your brother or sister, don't hide the pain, bring it to the light. That's what Jesus heals, it makes everything right. He found the hurt I buried deep and he healed without rushing me. Didn't demand I get over it and move on immediately. Just sat with me in the places where I was afraid to go and love me through the process, healing nice and slow. Not quick fixes or band-aids on wounds that needed time, but patient, gentle restoration, layer by layer, line by line. He found the hurt I buried deep and he healed without rushing me. And now I'm whole in ways I never thought I'd be. Layer by layer, he's healing me, patient and gentle, setting me free. No rush, no pressure, just his perfect pace, restoring my soul with his amazing grace. If you buried hurt so deep, you forgot it was there. Know that Jesus sees it and he genuinely cares. Not to rush your healing or force you to be fine, but to walk beside you, healing in his time. It's okay to not be okay, it's okay to take time. Healing isn't weakness, it's a mountain you climb. With Jesus holding your hand every step of the way, patient with your process, healing you each day. He will not crush the weakest reed or put out a flickering candle.
He will bring justice to all who have been wronged. Isaiah 42, day by day, He heals the hurt in His gentle way.
I have called you by name, you are mine. Isaiah 43:1. There were pieces of myself I tried to erase, parts of my story I wanted to replace. But Jesus, look at everything I tried to hide and called it by name. Said, this is mine. Come inside, yeah. I had parts of me I wished I could delete, chapters in my story I never wanted to repeat or even remember. Tried to act like they weren't real, like if I ignored them long enough they wouldn't feel so heavy on my soul, so present in my shame. I created a version of myself with a different name, showed the world the edited highlights, the best scenes, hit the blooper reel, the parts that weren't clean, the addiction I overcame, the choices I regret, the person I used to be that I'm trying to forget, the trauma that shaped me, the pain that defined seasons of my life I wished I could leave behind. But Jesus didn't let me run from my own history, didn't let me pretend that part of me was a mystery. He called it by name, said I know who you are, and I love every version, every chapter, every scar. When I try to hide the parts I couldn't face, He spoke their names with love and covered them with grace. The part of me I wanted to forget, Jesus called by name, didn't turn away in disgust or shame. He saw the broken pieces I tried to hide away, and said I love you still, I choose you every day. Not just the version you present to the world outside, but the real you, the full you, the you that tried to hide. The part of me I wanted to forget, Jesus called by name, and in His perfect love I'm never the same. In His perfect love I'm never the same. In His perfect love I'm never the same. Romans 8:1, no condemnation for those in Christ. He doesn't define me by my past, He paid the price to redeem every moment, every mistake I made, every version of myself, even the ones that strayed from His path, from His plan, from who I was meant to be. He took it all and said, this is part of your testimony. Don't run from it, don't hide it, don't pretend it's not real. Let me use your story to help other people heal. 2 Corinthians 5:17, I'm a new creation, but that doesn't mean erasing my foundation. It means everything is redeemed, giving new meaning. My past is part of my purpose, part of His redeeming work in my life, showing His grace is sufficient for every version of me, every moment I've lived through. He's calling me by name, the real name, the true identity that's rooted in Him, not in what I do. Jacob became Israel after wrestling all night. God renamed him but didn't erase the fight. Saul became Paul but his past wasn't hidden, He used it for God's glory, that's how he was driven. Peter denied Jesus 3 times before dawn, but Jesus still used him to build His church strong. He doesn't need our perfection or our cleaned up story, He takes our mess and turns it into His glory. So bring every part, even the ones you hate, the versions of yourself you want to eliminate. Jesus calls them by name and says you're mine, every chapter, every season in my perfect design. The part of me I wanted to forget, Jesus called by name, didn't turn away in disgust or shame. He saw the broken pieces I tried to hide away, and said I love you still, I choose you every day. Not just the version you present to the world outside, but the real you, the full you, the you that tries to hide. The part of me I wanted to forget, Jesus called by name, and in His perfect love I'm never the same. In His perfect love I'm never the same. In His perfect love I'm never the same. Call by name, call by name, fully know, fully love, every part of me accepted from above. No more hiding, no more shame, no more fear. Jesus knows my name and He keeps me near. So stop running from the parts of you that hurt, stop trying to erase chapters from your shirt, or
many colors, Joseph wore it with pride. Every part of your story is part of what's inside. The person Jesus loves completely and calls by name. Not the edited version, but the one with all the pain and all the joy and all the mess and all the grace. He sees it all and loves you face to face.
Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5.
Call by name, fully known in His love, finally home.
And I say, when I set my foot slipping, your unfailing love, Lord, supporting me. Psalm 94. Everything I believe began to shake and fall. My faith felt like it couldn't withstand it all. But in the earthquake, when I thought I'd lose my ground, His voice spoke steady, and that's where I was found, yeah. I hit a season when nothing made sense anymore, where prayers felt empty and I questioned what I'm praying for. The faith I thought was solid started cracking at the base. Doubt crept in like poison, questioning God's grace. Why did this happen? Why didn't you intervene? Where were you when I needed you most in the scene of my life falling apart, of everything going wrong? I was losing my grip on the faith I'd held so long. Church answers fell hollow, cliches made it worse. God's got a plan, felt like a curse when I couldn't see the plan. Couldn't feel His hand, just drowning in confusion, trying to understand how a good God allows this pain, this suffering, these unanswered prayers, this constant struggling. And my faith was shaking like a building in a quake, but His voice remained steady, saying, I won't let you break. When everything was trembling, when I couldn't find my way, His voice was my foundation, keeping me from falling away. When my faith shook, His voice held me steady in the middle of the storm. When I wasn't ready, He didn't let me fall, though I was barely holding on. His truth was my anchor when my faith felt gone. Not shaken by my doubt and not moved by my fear. Spoke peace to the chaos, I am always here. When my faith shook, His voice held me steady and taught me that His faithfulness isn't based on me being Hebrews 12:27 talks about things being shaken, so only what can't be shaken will be left, not forsaken. God was shaking what I built on sand, not stone. The faith based on feeling good, not Him alone. I thought my faith was strong because life was going well, but when trials came, that false foundation fell. And I'm grateful now for the shaking, for the test, cause it showed me what was real and burned away the rest. Matthew 7:24, build your house on rock, not on circumstances, not on the tick-tock of good times and blessings, but on Jesus Christ, the only foundation that can't be sacrificed. The storms or earthquakes, the doubts or the pain, His word remained steady like an anchor in the rain. And His voice kept speaking when I couldn't speak, reminding me He's strong when I am weak. Job's faith was shaking, he lost everything, but God's voice in the whirlwind made his heart sing. With awe and wonder at His sovereignty, even in the questions, God's voice brings clarity. Peter walked on water till he looked at waves, but Jesus' voice said, come, and that's what saves. Not our perfect faith, but His perfect call. His voice holds us steady when we start to fall. Isaiah 41:10, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. It's true, I will strengthen you, I will help you through. I will uphold you with my righteous hand, I'll renew. When my faith shook, His voice held me steady in the middle of the storm. When I wasn't ready, He didn't let me fall, though I was barely holding on. His truth was my anchor when my faith felt gone. Not shaken by my doubt and not moved by my fear. He spoke peace to the chaos, I am always here. When my faith shook, His voice held me steady and taught me that His faithfulness isn't based on me being ready. His voice holds steady, His word standing sure. When everything's shaking, His truth endures. Not moved by circumstances, not shaken by doubt. His voice is the anchor that holds throughout. If your faith is shaking tonight, if you're full of doubt,
Know that God's not intimidated by what you're going through. His voice remains steady when everything else falls. His faithfulness doesn't depend on your faith at all. He's stable when you're unstable, sure when you're unsure. His character is unchanging, His promises are pure. So listen for His voice beneath the noise and fear. He's saying, I am with you, I am always near. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way, songs for this day. It's all His voice, hold steady. His truth stands firm. When faith shakes, He remains.
I am the way, and the truth, and the life. John 14:6.
I stood at the end of the road with nowhere to go. Every door was closed, every path said no. But Jesus showed up in the impossible place and made a way where there was only empty space. I was staring at a wall with no way through. Every option exhausted, didn't know what to do. Financial dead end, couldn't see a way out. Relationship overfilled with fear and doubt. Career path blocked, doors slammed in my face. Dreams that I had were erased without a trace. And I was trapped in a corner with no escape route, trying to figure out what the struggle's about. Prayed for breakthrough, but the ceiling stayed intact. Prayed for open doors, but they never opened back. Felt like God forgot me, like He left me to die in this dead end street while I'm asking why. Why won't you move? Why won't you show a sign? Why does it feel like I'm running out of time in this situation that has no solution in sight? But that's when Jesus showed up in the darkest night. When I saw no way, when the road was closed, He was already working where I couldn't see hope. Jesus made a way in the place I thought was a dead end. Open doors I didn't see, show me this ain't where it ends. When I thought I was trapped with nowhere left to go, He was carving out a path only faith could know. Not the way I expected or the route I would choose, but His way was perfect, I had nothing to lose. Jesus made a way in the place I thought was a dead end, and now I'm walking in the breakthrough He sent.
Isaiah 43:19, He's doing a new thing, making a way in the wilderness, making streams spring. In the wasteland where nothing could grow before, He's opening paths where there was another door. Red Sea looked impossible, army behind, but God made a way through, left Egypt confined to the past while His people walked on dry ground. That's what He does, He makes ways where none are found. Daniel in the lions, then no escape in sight, but God shut the mouths of lions through the night. Sheresh, Meshach, Abednego in the flame. God made a way through fire, they came out the same. Not even the smell of smoke on their clothes. When God makes a way, that's how the story goes. Not around the trial, but right through the test, making ways in dead ends, that's what He does best. Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord, don't lean on your understanding, trust His word. In all your ways submit to Him and He'll direct your paths, make them straight, that's His effect. When the Israelites were stuck, He parted the sea. When they were hungry, He rained manna that they could see. When they were thirsty, water from the rock. He's the God of impossible, He doesn't mock. Our faith in dead ends, He uses them to show His power, His glory, His ways we don't know. Romans 8:28, working all things for good, making ways in dead ends like only He could. Made a way in a place I thought was a dead end. Open doors I didn't see, showed me this ain't where it ends. When I thought I was trapped with nowhere left to go, He was carving out a path only faith could know. Not the way I expected or the route I would choose, but His way was perfect, I had nothing to lose. Jesus made a way in the place I thought was a dead end, and now I'm walking in the breakthrough. He made a way where there was none. The battle's already won through His Son. if every door is closed and you can't see light, don't give up now. Don't walk away. Jesus specializes in making a way. Where you see impossible, He sees an opportunity. Where you see dead end, He sees community. With His purpose and His plan working for your good. Trust Him in the dead end, He'll do what He said He would. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. He makes a way where there is none. The breakthrough's already won. Trust His path, follow His lead. He's everything you need.